A real chef has blood on his hands. A few of my guests, as you can see, Queen Elizabeth, my hero Boris Yeltsin, David Cameron, George Bush. The dish that I'm going to prepare for you today, it was created by a chef called Frédéric Declercq at Tour d'Agen in Paris in 1890. And you need the special duck that comes from the one farm in Canard in France, especially for this. Not any old duck will do for this. People travel especially for it. And here, the ducks have been delivered to Vincents, and they come here twice a week. Today we have 2. On Thursdays we have 4. And they come from Burgos, Chaland district. It is about 30 kilometers along the Atlantic coast of the Vendée region. Now the ducks are always with the head. The proof in the pudding that we are serving authentic duck from Chaland. If there was no head, there would be no recipe. It is slaughtered in a specific way, and that it is strangled. It is not slit, it is strangled. What that means, all the blood stays inside of the duck. That's why it's not a pretty color like maybe a Peking duck, but it's completely served differently. A little olive oil and its final massage. And now we sear it. We give it a little color. And it's seared, and then we pop it in the oven, 180 degrees, 15 minutes. This is where the excitement begins. And voila! We present you with the Canard à la Presse. Or Presse de Canard, there's lots of arguments how it should be said. So we remove the liver, the kidney, and this will go back to the kitchen to be blitzed. We make a pâté maison from the liver. And here we see the star of the show. It is the blood of the duck, the canard. And I don't know which is the hardest part, the holding it or the turning it. So we heat the pan. And we're going to caramelize the cognac. The alcohol will burn off, but the beautiful, intensive flavor of the cognac will remain. And then, because the origins of the duck are from Spain, I am going to add sherry. That has reduced, and then we add, here we have the duck bouillon with red wine. This is a process which takes a few hours. That's why we have already prepared it in advance. And we add that. And we let this Boil and reduce. So now, here we see the liver and the kidney, which we blitz in the kitchen, and we add this to the sauce. And then I think the most exciting part of this recipe is adding the blood . And we come now to the chef's favorite part, is the tasting. Now, no French recipe is complete without three things, three ingredients. And those ingredients are butter, butter, and butter. Ladies and gentlemen, the Presse de Canard. And to prove the duck's authenticity, that it came with the head, we serve it with the tongue of the duck to the man of the table. And the ladies can indulge in the puff potatoes, or as we like to call them, soufflé potatoes. Here is something very unique. Each guest that ordered the duck gets an original abstract graphic drawing certificate numbered, and this is number 530, presented to them. This is not just a card, it is a masterpiece. And I will just read off to you, probably the most spectacular classical French recipe, le Canard à la Presse, prepared at Vincents restaurant. We use the Chaland ducks from the house of Bourgard, raised for their lean, tender flesh. The ducks are raised in the Vendée area of France. They are allowed to roam along the canals where rush nests are built for them. They forage for themselves, free-ranging during this time, eating bugs and snails, tadpoles. When they are 8 weeks old, they are gathered into pens for fattening for the market and for you.